Welcome back to episode 3 of West of Loathing. We're gonna keep doing stuff and enjoying this very hilarious game, and I've decided on a horse. So let's go. Let's get into it. I know exactly which horse I'm getting with the help of my niece. We're gonna go with the spooky pale one. Yas! Give her a name! Damn. You know what I should have done? Was made her name Lemon. Choose a name for my horse. What's the name of that girl? Hold on. Brief intermission. I'm gonna Google something. What is the name of that girl from the Ghoul School on, Scooby-Doo, the ghost girl? Scooby-Doo. Ghoul School. Ghost girl. Phantasma? Phantasma. Alright, that's her name. We're naming her after the girl from Ghoul School, the Scooby-Doo Ghoul School movie. My favorite Scooby-Doo movie. Alright. P-H-A-N-T-A-S-M-A. Oh! Yikes. Yikes. Am I on caps lock? Yeah. Phantasma. P-H-A-N-T-A-S. Yep. Phantasma. Are you sure you want to name your horse Phantasma? Yes. Alright then, Phantasma the horse. It's got a nice ring to it. Oh, and I almost forgot. Free with every horse purchase is a complimentary map. Oh, the southeast west map. Phantasma! It's your new horse, Phantasma. Ride Phantasma out of town? Alright, no, I don't want to ride her out of town yet. Hey, yo, I found these mugs. Yes! Just say howdy. Well, then, the mission's accomplished, I reckon. Alright. Oh. Shovel it! Bet! Clean up this damn old town. That's a chunk of wood from the broken mission. Hey, Missy, where's the bar? Hey, buddy, come here. Come here. Alright, fine. Do I have anything to trade? Alright, I'll trade this soap for a lock. But... Oh! Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Is everything alright? That depends on how fast I can get this whiskey into my bloodstream compared to how fast my liver filters it out, and I can't talk and drink at the same time. So what's the matter, Doc? What's the matter? The whole world's gone to hell in a horse basket, and you ask what's the matter? Bandits, cow demons, dead men walking. Why don't you go ahead and pick one, and I'll drink to that. Dead men walking? You haven't seen it? Corpses, skeletons staggering around like puppets and half the strings cut, looking to take a bite out of the living? Oh yeah, there was a skeleton in the cemetery. It's nice to get some outside confirmation that I'm not losing my mind. But how is that even possible? It isn't possible. It goes against everything I know about medicine. Dead patients don't get back up. Patients? Oh, ouch. Doc Alice turns away grimacing. Every doctor loses one now and again, you never get used to it. But, well, it happens. But what doesn't happen is them coming back afterward and looking for revenge. That must be pretty rough. Rough? Missy, I don't think you comprehend the situation. It's not just patients, it's neighbors, friends, husbands. Oh, indeed. She turns away from you and focuses her attention back to the bottle. Can I move that away from the fireplace? I'm a ballerina. Hey, buddy. I see the Fricker gang hasn't put a stop to your breathing. Did you rescue my cell door? You hand the sheriff his door and he hangs it back on its hinges. Nice work, stranger. This here prison cell just got about 4 times more secure. Are there any Fricker boys left for me to round up? Nope, they won't be bothering this town anymore. Well now, that's a right load off my mind. Looks like I owe you a reward. You, got another little task for you if you got the time. Should be a lot simpler than the last one. What you need? Well, the Frickers busted the lock when they came to Oh, hey! You hand the sheriff a lock. That'll do nicely. The sheriff puts the lock on the cell door, then accidentally drops the key, and it clatters into the cell. Hellfire. Don't suppose you know how to pick locks, stranger? You got a needle handy? Now see what I can do. You deftly picked the lock. The sheriff walks into the cell and picks up the key. He looks around for a place to hide it and eventually sticks it under his hat. Thank you kindly, stranger. If Boring Springs ever gets any more criminals, they better watch out. That's a good job you done. Here, have this as a souvenir for your time in Boring Springs. I got a replica of a sheriff's badge. But... Alright. Time to go. Wait. Once you leave Boring Springs, you won't be able to come back. Any unfinished bit. Whoa. Do I have... Gumption. Glamour. Hellbender. I wish it would tell me. I don't think I have any unfinished business. Yeah. Alrighty then, you're properly horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner. Somebody to share the trail with. Somebody you can rely on for emotional in combat. Crazy Pete! You pop back to the saloon and collect Crazy Pete. Oh, one last thing before you go. Up until this point, I've been automatically spending your experience points for you. I'm happy to keep doing it, and I promise to give you a nice, well-rounded experience. Shall I keep it up, or would you prefer to decide for yourself where your XP gets spent? You can always change this later in the options menu. For now. You consult the southeast west map. The hostler gave you. It only lists 2 things: the town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost camp. You discovered a new map location. What's happening, Pete? Well, now, if you're interested in mining and such, I happen to know a little mine not too far from here. Okay, is that a good one? Ain't never been! We'll have to explore and find out. I discovered a new map. What do you think we should do next? Well, now, if you're in a hurry to push west, I'd say a trail and get us there might fast. Well, now, if you're in a hurry to push west, I'd say a trail will get us there might faster than horseback. You got a railroad marked on your map. Yes. Wow. Phantasma Winnie's. Comer, Maine. She neighs. Hey! The sign says. Yo. Dang it. Howdy. Yeah, let's go. I say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already, sicko. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actual glass in the windows, more than 2 kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockfighting pit, but this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. Here we go again. Alright, fine. You are now hunkered down next to a brass filth bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that's bad, because it's only the water part of the spit that evaporates, so this brass bucket is full of the rest of the spit, the toxins, and filth that don't evaporate. Several years worth of distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick a cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they bounce out. You're about to put your hand in a bucket of something the color and viscosity of maple syrup. Except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside. It's flavored with the inside of the mouth of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Yeah. Glorp. It feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding, except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, and then set it on fire. It feels like your hand is dissolving. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figurine. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming you're still able to have any and you hate them. Hooray! That gal don't look like she's in the mood for a talk. These guys must have fallen asleep during a brawl. Well, howdy there. Always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Hi there. Oh, hi, thanks. I'm Ginger. Glad to know you, Ginger. Folks around here just call me Lloyd. Lloyd! What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. I saw the sign out front advertising a room. Need any help with anything? Well, if you're handy with the mechanical type stuff, something's gone wrong with our player piano. I thought the music sounded a little off. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that. I'll see what I can do. Thanks. I've poked around in him myself, but I lost the key. This is suddenly taking a strange turn. This poster says rules of poker, followed by hundreds of weird rules in tiny print. A one-armed queen beats a tray of clubs. Queens are wild and queens are wild. Queens of diamonds are double wild. The 9 loses against the 3. A reverse straight beats a Georgia straight. A pair of 2s can't be in the same hand as 4 queens, but can't be in the same hand as a 9 of diamonds. A pair of mustachioed kings and 2 7s of diamonds counts as a full horse. A pair of 10s beat 2 homicidal jacks of hearts, but cancel out 4 3s of diamonds. 4 kings of diamond and 3 8s count as backward straight. A straight beats a Canadian straight. A player spitting anywhere other than the spittoon must draw an additional 17 cards. Any player passing out drunk at the table must draw a new hand of cards. A straight beats a Tennessee straight. A jack is an equivalent to a one-eyed king of clubs. A reverse straight beats a Utah flush. A player holding a pair of 2-eyed kings must draw a new hand of cards. 10s are wild and 3s or spades are double wild. A player passing out drunk at the table immediately wins the game. A flush beats a straight. Any player who draws 2 10s must immediately double their bet. A player caught cheating must immediately hand 19 meat to a player on their left. Any player caught dealing from the bottom of the deck immediately wins the game. A pair of king of diamonds is a pair of 3, and a pair of 3s count as a straight. A king can't be in the same hand as a tray of clubs. An 8 loses against the 3 3s of spades. A player spitting anywhere other than a spittoon must immediately hand 5 meat to the player on the left. One-eyed kings are wild unless accompanied by 2. Are we gonna... This is exhausting. I don't care anymore. I don't want to read. I don't want to do that no more. The old man stares off into the distance, listening to the piano. He doesn't react to it at all. Try to fix him. You lift up the player piano's player's coat to reveal the hatch on his back that leads to his innards. It's locked, but it's not a very good lock. Okay, I need to go digging around. Slop and meat. These guys are having a spirited discussion about guns, and which of theirs is nicer. Hey, how come they're allowed to drink without hats on? There's a sign that says "See bartender for darts." Atop this potbelly stove is a pot full of slop, a pot stove top slop pot. This is where the chef prepares ingredients. This shelf is full of canned and bottled ingredients and boxes of slop over. This lady's too busy washing dishes to pay attention to you. Hey, what are you doing in here? Employees only, bud. Oh, sorry, I was just, looking around. So you're the nosy type, eh? Well, I prefer adventuresome. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm out of saltpeter and need someone to go pick it up. Go pick me up some more. Saltpeter? Saltpeter isn't that used to make gunpowder and other things? Look, who's the chef here? Me or you? Okay, where can I find it? Your best bet's a military camp because it's used to make gunpowder. Shut up. The nearest one is Fort Cowardice. They'll keep it in a little green jars. Alright. Sundry provisions, miscellaneous various groceries, assorted okay. Advanced bean craft. Disposable binoculars, dynamite, plum pudding, soda crackers, tooth powder. Read this to learn a new. Use to discover a new map location if you find a high vantage point. Damages an enemy in combat. Increases your muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1 for the rest of the day. Already have several. Increases your speed by 1 for the rest of the day. Increases your muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1. Vienna blood sausage. Increases your muscle by 3 for the rest of the day. I'll be back. $50 meat's too much for flour. Hi, I'm Ginger Lemon. Any mail for me? Nope. Darn. Thanks anyway. One of them newfangled telegraph machines. Jail! The clerk clears her throat. Howdy. Are you here for the sheriff? No, we don't actually have a sheriff. Are you the sheriff here? Wow. Need any help until you find a new sheriff? Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody in need of justice. Wanted posters are back there. Cells are over yonder. It's a wanted poster. No, wait. You misread it. It's a wasted poster? The poster reads, Wasted. The Stripy Hat Gang. The Grand Theft Paint and Tasteless Hat Vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of Cavern Canyon. Dirty rotten paint thieves and low-down, no-fashion sense hat vandals. Despicable. Wanna go after them? Yes. You discovered a new map location. Cavern Canyon. What happens if I become the sheriff? Wanted, the House in the Desert Gang, the mortgage non-payment, squatting, and general public nuance, also for murdering 2 collection agents, last seen at the House in the Desert. You wonder if the house is named after them, or if they're named after the house. In any case, at least the location is unambiguous. You take a note from the location of the house and resolve to bring the house gang to justice. But I bet I need to look for one of these. I bet there's a ghost we find. Is this a town I get to, like... Is this my town? Is this a new town for me? I wonder, though, then... if I should go ahead and up my beans. Bet. Read it. There's still a chapter about cooking there's a chapter about cooking bean dishes so small that they have to be served intravenously. Gives blood beans a skill that lets you regenerate health during combat. There's an article about butter and an article about beans, and the juxtaposition gives you an idea. Gives butter beans a spell that reduces opponent's muscle, mysticality, and moxie. It includes a chapter about making human-size or larger automations and binding them to your will with the help of kitchen tasks. Oh! You master the art of microscopic bean conjuration, and you fill your bloodstream with restorative proteins. Blood beans. Unfortunately, you get so distracted by your newfound vigor that you misplace the book. No! Damn it. I wasn't thinking. I didn't think that through at all. Ah, damn. I wanted the other one. That's fine. I'm sure I'll find another one. Alright. The desolate, lonesome coast. Railroad camp. Fort Cowardice. Alright. Well. We are hitting the end of this third episode. We are at a new town. And I totally messed up and did not grab the spell that I wanted. So I guess I'm kind of a healer now. Anyway, next episode we're gonna go after some bandits. And eventually we're gonna figure out if I should be the mayor of this town. I think I should. That would be rad. Yeah, I think I should. Anyway, thank you for coming, and I'll see you on the next episode.